Hey folks, just a friendly reminder that all shows on the Madness Comic Network are produced by their individual hosts and in no way reflect the opinions of the network as a whole. The statements in the following broadcast are not necessarily the opinions of the Madness Comic Network, its staff, sponsors, or contributors. This show is rated TVMA, as are all of them and all those other letters. Viewer discretion is highly advised, and, just do what Doc says. Read that again. Peace, everybody.
The future. The final frontier. It has never been so uncertain as now. AI, VR, haptic wear, nanotechnology, mass destruction with a remote click. Now we are finally seeing the true potential and dangers of an ever-connected and overly policed hyper-technological world. Have we finally become the architect of our own demise? Is there still hope? Welcome to the future. Welcome to Punk Droid.
this one don't got no special intro or nothing. It's just we're here because we're here to look at stuff. Stuff like first where the madness originated, the comic-related madness over there on Facebook. That's where it all began. That's where everything I do started and came from. And we like to go over there and talk about it every now and then, like about once a week. So that's what we do. We talk about the stuff that people have dropped in the group. And, I mean, if they're cool enough to drop their links in my group, drop their stuff over here, drop in, leave an announcement or a chat or, a comment or like on somebody else's stuff. If you're interacting over here in the madness, then we appreciate you. Bottom line right there. So we're going to rip through this a little bit. We're going to talk about, the last couple days over there in the comic-related madness. And first thing we're going to say, at last count, we were like at 27:15 or something. It's still growing. More new people jumping in up over here. That's the way it's supposed to be. It just keeps growing. And I'll go look at those people, and if they're comic people, then they'll stay in the group. But if they're not, I'll probably just show them to the door because we're here for comic people. Comic fans, comic creators, writers, artists, podcasters, comic people, pop culture people. All the stuff we love. That's why, see, when we first started this group, it wasn't called the Comic Related Madness. It was just about comics. And I was like, that just ain't going to work because there's too many other things that comics cross over into. So this is where we ended up. The comic related madness. I see you, Finn. What is up? I lived in Phoenix for 35 years. I know a little bit about something. Don't cross the line. Just saying. Roja destroy ya. All right. So we have, obviously, we just went live through the madness. Now, you have Ryan Permison, who does a show called And I Quote, and he's always out here doing stuff. Always. New shows all the time. Wow, that one freaked out. Sean O'Meehan, The Last Magician. Haven't checked this one out yet, but there it is. Frank James Bailey saying thank you for another successful Kickstarter. Now, we're going to talk about Frank and a couple other people here in a little while, and not in a bad way. We're going to talk about their campaigns, the bullshit that Kickstarter backers have been doing to creators lately. I don't know, certain creators. I don't know if it's targeted. I don't know what, but look, if you back somebody's book, you don't back it the fucking super highest tier unless you know you're going to have that money next month on Kickstarter. That's just wrong, man. Quit screwing with people. You take that off the market. You take that top tier off the market. You go bid on it early. You say, yeah, I'm going to take that. And then you take it off the market. And then at the end, you renege on that. And dude didn't even have a chance to sell it again to somebody else. So not only did you pull the money on him, but you pulled his opportunity to make more money or to make any money at all off that particular tier. And I don't know, Kickstarter, maybe you should work on some kind of guarantee for those high level tiers that people be pledging on and then reneging on. Either that or you need to figure it out, just, I don't know. I've never been a fan of Kickstarter anyway, so we're going to get into that a little bit later. We're going to talk about stuff. David Anderson with some personal sketches from his graphic novel, John Dexter's coming out again, guys. It's not just Alpha Dogs. It's not just Dime Store Detective. There it is. Check it out. He's got another one. Another one. Space Cruising. Every Sunday night, we do something random from John's long box. Either it's Two Beards, One Comic with Kelsey or him doing tabletop gaming. You guys know that I like to see them demos, them tabletop games. I think that's something that is a good addition to the network. I posted all week. I got no guest for Monday Madness. So guess what? Today we got no guest for Monday Madness. We had one person say what time. When I said what time, they didn't respond. I can't work with didn't respond. So I'm assuming that was a no on the time frame. So okay. But look, guys, 95 people in this group saw this. Out of those 95 people, ain't nobody got a campaign they want to promote. I'm at a loss. I don't know what to do. So, look, guys, if you don't want to come out on Mondays and talk about your stuff, then I don't need to be here on Monday afternoon. I'm sure I can find other shit to do. I give you guys this time. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah. So last night, Silverline, good show. The importance of place. Why place is important. It was good. The story's got to take place somewhere. Where you build your story at has a lot to do with how well it's going to sound or be taken by the fans. We talked about that a little bit yesterday with Dave when we were talking about some of the times that Marvel heroes went over to England back in the day, and fought. And I made Dave look around for noticeable landmarks that weren't Big Ben. Because most of us as kids reading comics, that was probably the only thing in Lane. Maybe the palace, maybe the changing of the guards, something like that. We were kids. We didn't pay a whole lot of attention to what was going on in England. So I was checking to see just how legit they were on the backgrounds and the landmarks and the stuff that they presented. And it was pretty good. They did a pretty good job. I was slightly impressed with 70s, 80s Marvel yesterday for a minute. Well, I mean, I always like the older stuff, that. So yeah. I got company. I think I got company. No intros today. What's up, Doc?
What's going on, Pops?
I'm repping for you.
Hail Finatra, hail Roja. What's going on?
Yeah. So anyhow, we're just going through here. You don't know much about Fallout, do you, Doc?
No, I don't, and I don't much care.
Fallout in the game, they have something called Nuka-Cola.
Okay.
And these people are in I guess it's local. I don't know, but there's the bottle caps from Nuka-Cola are the currency in Fallout.
Okay.
So, get those caps. You're going to need them eventually, people, because there is now Nuka-Cola at the store. So you better get your caps, better get your caps. And then, of course, Chris comes out and shows us that he's got a whole bag of caps.
Right on. Hail, how dear.
Those are the play tokens from the actual Fallout games.
Right on. Right on. Roja Destroya. What do you call having too many dogs? A rover dose.
Do you know what Roja Destroya means?
Red destroyer.
Why red? Why you want to destroy red?
I mean, that guy, look, he's entitled to destroy whatever he wants to destroy as long as it's, remember the Guns N' Roses song, you can have anything you want, but you better not take it from me.
Yeah, well, Yeah, I also remember that Guns N' Roses song, I used to love her, but I had to kill her.
Has nothing to do with this context.
Yeah, because he had to put a dog down.
You do you, boo. You do you.
There's a whole lot in the internet about people putting dogs down lately. You notice that?
I'm not having any part of that discussion. Thank you very much.
They all act like nobody read Old Yeller.
You know, everybody talks about Old Yeller being the saddest one. Did they not read Where the Red Fern Grows?
No, I'm just saying they did.
I was forced to read that tearjerker in the 6th grade.
I don't remember anybody screaming about Old Yeller. It's just
Well, you know,
classic old book, right? I mean,
right,
you know,
right.
I remember outrage. Could be me. I don't know. Hell dear. What's happening, hell dear? Is that better, Doc?
Absolutely. Much better. Much better. Look, I had faith in you. I knew you could do it. Hey, are we walking through the madness here? What in the world is going on? What
we are
is
walking
going
through it. But I did at some point want to have a discussion about a certain thing that's happening in Kickstarter that really sucks lately.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got Roland. Roland did his show last night, but he also reached funding goal with his campaign.
Very nice.
We will talk about that when we get over to Fund My Comic, because Roland's smart. He's putting his stuff on Fund My Comic. 3%. Yeah. Topper Helmers, guys. Now, Topper sent me book 1 and 2, and I have not read them yet because the power has not gone out lately. But I will get to them in due course, I'm sure. You know. Good stuff, though. I mean, the books look beautiful. The first 2, 1 and 2, they look wonderful. So that's book 3. Yesterday, Dave and I did the show off, so we had a good time. I went through a random box that was just sitting here, Doc. I found all my comics from the Venom movie. I don't know if you remember that, but they gave out comics in the lobby of the movie for that first Venom movie. And I scored about 10 of them because I'm, you know, me being me. And I got about 4 left, I think. But I didn't know where they were. I found them yesterday. Found some other stuff. Here you go. Kind of trippy.
The Adventures of Sig and Joe?
Yes. Now, this is...
I'm down with it.
This is old school. Okay, I've known Warren for a while. Way back when he first started doing this, we were actually doing voice... You know, like everybody pick a voice and we were reading the story.
Right.
It was fun, and I was part of it. It was a blast. I'm glad to see that he's got this into a comic now. You know.
What channel is that troll showing up on?
Oh, that's my Twitch.
Yeah, punt that effer.
You know, yeah, you want to offer me what? Why would I want chat bots?
Hi, why
fake
are you
followers?
Why are you here trying to sell me something I neither asked for nor have a use for? Get the fuck out the door. You don't know who we are? We are the fuck around and find out generation. Don't do that.
We all about real fans up in here, not fake shit, right? What?
Poof, be gone.
Rob Retriano. Always killing it. Always killing it. Open draw stream yesterday. Had a good time. Another movie watch along with Ryan. That was Dawn of the Planet of the Apes.
Well, I'm glad to know Ryan is still around. I haven't heard from him.
He's doing the thing still. Cody's still doing the thing. Episode number 211. He's doing a lot of interviews. We started about the same time, me and him.
Right.
He had to take a break because he was having, you know, his wife had a baby and stuff. But we started right about the same time, and we've always supported each other. Completely different channels, completely different audiences. It's awesome. You know, you bounce off each other and you pick up a few here and there. David Brink. I got to look real quick. There are 6 hours left. 6 hours left on that one, guys. And we'll look at it. No, we won't. No, we won't. That's the Kickstarter version. We might see that somewhere else, though. Barbie's Dream House.
You know, Gambit wore pink.
Hey, if you know, you know, right? Kurt with Mod Park art. Killing it. Always killing it. And, you know, some of that Flip City goodness.
Love Flip City.
Boldcat Studios goodness.
Flip City is, they're doing the things that used to be popular and funny because it's irreverent and it pokes fun at everything and everybody.
Yep.
You know, before people got in their fifis. So
Yep.
nothing but love for those guys.
We had some more Topper. See, Topper gets it. He's dropping his campaign once a day. Just like I told him, just drop it once a day, man, because this thing scrolls down. We had Richard Kevin dropping some YouTube shorts about comic book movies, superhero movies that might have been, but they're not. Chuck, what you reading?
Now, let's talk about that one for a moment. Before there were really good superhero movies, Batman and Superman notwithstanding, did you and your pals used to cast your favorite characters back in the day?
Nah.
Oh, hell, we did. We absolutely did. And I'm so glad they never, ever took any of my recommendations because those would have been terrible. I did pick George Clooney to be Iron Man at one point.
All I know is that they did okay with Bixby and Ferrigno.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that was
what it was.
That was a good Banner Hulk. Okay, because you got to look back at what they had to work with at the time.
Right.
Okay,
never understood the David Banner thing though.
But I mean, they didn't just have the CGI and could just add muscles and shit to anything.
Right.
They had to actually have somebody that looked the part, right?
Yeah.
So,
but
when you take that into the other superhero shows like Spider-Man, that kid was too old.
Yeah.
That guy that played Spider-Man in the TV show was too old.
Well, I'm not talking about the ones they did wrong. I'm talking about how, in my mind, I would have fixed that.
Well, that's what I mean. It's like we just kept looking at it. We just kept looking at what they were throwing at us and going, yeah, that was good. Yeah, that was bad.
I was like, that kid that plays Horseshack should be Spider-Man, Peter Parker.
Maybe.
Welcome Back, Cotter. From Welcome Back, Cotter. Joe Piscopo, not to be confused with Joe Pesci. Joe Piscopo, when he got all swole and jacked up, it's like, that's Wolverine all day, right there. You know, George Clooney is Iron Man. Come on.
See, that's what I mean. It's like I didn't. Yeah, I just kept hoping somebody else would get it right. I wasn't a cast. You know what I mean?
I hear you. And when Blade came out, I was like, finally, Marvel did something right.
I think it was just some of it was really poor. But that's because we're looking back now on it.
No, it was shitty at the time. Come on. Those Captain America movies and TV shows.
Come on. Be nice to Red Brown. Be nice to Red Brown.
It's awful. Wonder Woman was good. The TV show.
Wonder Woman was okay.
It was good. It was good. It was good. It was Linda Carter could do no wrong back then. She's quite a bit wrong with her now. Chat, where you guys at? Are you asleep? Somebody's got to agree with me.
They're all asleep, Doc.
Wake up. Look, the coffee machine that's been dying finally died this morning. So this is the first pot out of the new coffee machine.
You said what?
The coffee pot that's been dying for the last few days finally died. Now we preemptively went ahead and got a new coffee machine. So hey, what's up, Doran? So this is the first pot out of the new coffee maker. I got to tell you, it made a pretty good cup of joe.
As long as you're happy. As long as you got to be happy with it. Doran, my friend.
No, I'm sorry, Doran. That Captain America with the motorcycle helmet and the plexiglass shield. Hell no. Hell no. All he did was steal cars in that movie.
Look, that was funny. I don't care. It's just like when they did the Batman movie and they had the Batcopter and the Batboat and the Bat every freaking thing. And it was
the shark repellent.
Is that where the term "jump the shark" came from?
No, that actually came from Happy Days. Fonzie,
it happened in Batman first with the shark repellent. And
Fonzie
that still
literally
fell apart after that. Is that not where the first shark was jumped?
Well, the phrase comes from that season of Happy Days.
Happy Days, the episode where Fonzie jumped the shark. I'm just saying.
Yes, that's where it came from. And
the actual saying. I'm looking back at Batman when they did that movie, and that kind of ruined that series.
That series was never meant to be taken seriously, and in any time it tried to take itself seriously, it was terrible. When it
That's what I mean. When they made that movie,
when it just leaned into being campy, it was at its best.
When they tried to make that, when they made that movie, they kind of jumped the shark.
Look, I never understood. All comic book artists have always drawn Superman, Batman, whatever the insignia is up here just below the collarbone and the nipples, right? But in the TV shows and movies, they always slid it down right between the nipples, so it's sitting on top of their gut. It was just terrible. Kato versus Robin. Yes. Kato versus Robin. Yes. Yes. Kato would have kicked Robin's ass all day. So I always hated Adam West's little yellow sticker. It's like sitting on top of his slightly protruding gut.
He didn't really have the Batman physique, did he?
He didn't, bless his heart, I mean, that was before fitness and bodybuilding was really huge, like it got later in the late 70s and the 80s. So there weren't a lot of really stoked, jacked kind of guys, It just wasn't a thing.
Even the guy that played Superman was like, he wasn't that jacked,
No, he wasn't. He wasn't. He had a little bit of a chest, and then just, he didn't have a six pack. He had a small keg. Oh, George Reeves, bless his heart.
Good stuff. So then Pete was at a con, and I'm
getting coffee. Be right back.
All right. So Pete was at a con, and he was live, and we tuned in, and when we tuned in, it was like it was focused on some dude was standing up at his table, right? But his camera was right on dude's crotch. And I was like, what the hell is this? Crotch cam? It's like focus on dude's head or the art or something. But yeah, what is this? Crotch cam? Get out of here. And Laurie doing her thing. It's Laurie Calcaterra dropping Path of the Pale Rider everywhere. She got most of it boxed. There's only a couple more little things she was waiting on. But yeah, it's all expected soon, and you're going to get your books. Monday Madness. Look, 2 days ago. If anybody wants to appear this week, let me know. 5 or 6 p.m. Eastern. Shout at me. I got nothing. I got more people just when I say good morning than I got from hey, come pimp your shit. Like Doc likes to say, sorry dog won't wag its own tail, guys. I give you a platform to come out here, talk about what you're doing, tell people, I can't do any more than that.
The breaking news bulletin, the new coffee maker was obviously made for millennials and Gen Z because it says caution hot. We don't need those warning labels. Gen X and boomers.
That's not caution. That's what it's supposed to be. If it's it should say if the water's cold, this fucking thing ain't working.
Exactly. If it ain't hot, it's broke.
Yeah, yeah.
Caution hot. I don't need a warning that coffee might be hot.
Doran, I know you're working on something right Cal 3. I know it's time for you to come out to Monday Madness and talk about it. I know. I like doing a show where nobody comes out. So, Now here's another one. Dave Kopecky over here on Indiegogo. This dude's art is amazing. He works with Andrew Mangum. All good stuff over there. Always good stuff over there. Go check it. Ruth Lucas jumping up in here talking about Sapphire Spectre. JT Malloy. Now, I got some JT Malloy. Oh, excuse me. JT Malloy art. It's right there. 2 sketch covers. A black cat and a Super Pops. Yeah, I say Super Pops. Good dude. Good art. Good story. The trailers they put together were like ahead of their time. They had a cosplayer playing the Sapphire Spectre and stuff. It was good stuff. Mike Jimmy.
Speaking of cosplayers, did you see that our friend is it Cora?
What about what?
She broke her arm.
Kara?
Yeah. She broke her arm.
How'd she break her arm, Doc?
Don't know. Just saw the post a few minutes ago of her holding up her broken arm.
Tree. It's a tree.
What's up, Tree Goblin?
So then some more of the comic book movies, superhero movies that might have been. There's a Green Lantern with Jack Black.
Fuck no.
Look, Shallow Hal Jordan.
Jeez. That dude is one of the most untalented grifters that's ever been in a movie. It's like, how does that happen? I don't like him.
Rex, Hex, and Apex. They were out there with Roland and I went there to watch because Roland's one of our boys.
Right.
Hex is one of our boys, and Apex is always, those are our people, right? So I got really watch. And Hex is wearing the white shirt, the hat. I thought he was hockey for a minute because it was all dark. I was like, oh shit, I thought Hex was and I admitted it and said so. Because
listen, those are like you said, that's a handful of some of our favorite people right there.
Yeah, good people right there.
Good guys.
Alex Daw, Energy, popping out all the time. More new stuff. NRG Comics. Energy. And like I said, we're doing this every Sunday night. We're going to pull something from John's long box. It might be Two Beards. It might be a tabletop game. It might be going through one of his boxes. You never know. But every Sunday night, we're going to do something from John's channel over here as a replay because it's part of the network now. The Conversation with Roland Mann. And that was also on John's network. David Anderson, Maps. Adding Maps to Odyssey Blade. I like it. There's Specs. Interview with Chuck Brown talking about DC comic story arcs, comic to TV options, and Scar of the Lion King. Okay. Edge of Your Seats. EdgeOfYourSeats.com. Chance Edgerly. Spiff Nation. And all this stuff, guys. Warren, Sig and Joe. Look, watch Simon. Watch Simon in the mirror. Watch him. Go by the mirror real fast because you don't.
Watch when he goes back. You're going to do it again.
Yeah, listen. I don't linger on the mirror either, buddy.
You're like,
Don't
oh,
blame
this
you
stuff
one.
is all so cool. Oh, look, this stuff is so
Yep,
cool. Oh, you
yep.
don't want to see me.
Yeah, no. I'd hold my hand up in front of the camera for fuck's sake.
Look, there's Alf. Yep. Pikachu. Everybody's up in there. That's pretty cool. Oh, look, it was Nat.
Yep.
Way at the end of the hall. You see that?
Oh, Sim.
He's like, I finally got to put my dude on the wall in here, man.
And where is this at?
I don't know.
Well, I'll have to ask him.
The Foo Bar. It says Poulet Foo.
Tree Goblin, what's going on across the pond today, brother? Hope things are well with you.
Yes. It's Nat the Merc, yo. Right there.
That's him. That's him.
That's cool. Good stuff. Michael Troy, Ulf Maverick. Danny Martinez doing the thing. He's still doing the thing, guys. Comes out here, talks about comics. There's Topper again. Okay, we've gone through 3 days. That's enough, huh? Oh, and there is a little announcement tomorrow on Laurie's show, so you won't want to miss it in the Tuesday morning brew.
She's going to be slicing and dicing.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to be there. I've got stuff I got to do tomorrow morning, but I'm going to do my dead level best to be there.
All right. So before we go over to Fund My Comic, I wanted to address an issue with Kickstarter and people backing and bailing on creators in large numbers now. We're not talking about little numbers anymore where you lose a few, I think Frank lost like $2,000. I think Corey Hardiman said that he's had people back out $3,000. These people are back in high level tiers and then holding that item hostage until the end of the campaign and then bailing.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the way I look at it. It's targeted. It's people doing it on purpose because they're not just backing and pulling their pledge of their $50 or whatever. They're backing a high level tier and then holding that item hostage, and so nobody else can get it to the end of the campaign and then bailing. And now dude can't sell that and help his campaign. It's too late. Okay, so look, guys, Fund My Comic is where you put your comics. People go over there and they pledge on your comic and the money comes out of their account right now. They don't get to back out 30 days from now. Okay?
Yeah, right before you
buy. They go there to buy what they want to buy, not to set somebody up for failure. Okay.
Yeah, they're not going to refund on you right when you're getting ready to close out your campaign. That's not going to happen.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And, not only is it like less than half of the cost of Kickstarter, but we go out and we talk about Fund My Comic and we promote it to comic people.
Well, so far I have seen nothing except all the right moves from Fund My Comic.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They just do it right.
There's there's a whole bunch of no-brainer reasons to put your campaign up over here. Okay, the first one is if you are an existing creator and you have boxes of stock sitting around from your previous campaigns, you can set up a storefront, guys.
Yep.
Somebody buys it, you ship it to them. They buy it, you ship it to them. You put all your stuff on the Fund My Comic storefront.
Yep.
Your merch, everything that you have that you didn't sell or didn't go in a previous campaign that you got sitting around. This is an outlet where you can sell it, where comic people go to look for comics. Imagine that. They're not coming here to look for lawn chairs.
Right, exactly. They're not looking for the next washing machine.
You see what I'm saying? It's for comic people. Okay, it's for you guys. That's why this was built. And I don't know. It's been up for quite a while. There have been bugs that were immediately addressed. When you have an issue, you get to talk to a human. Holy crap! How novel is that?
Right?
Doc, what was it like setting up your campaign?
Drag and drop, baby. Easy. Easy.
Easy.
So easy a doc could do it.
There was a couple times in the beginning when it first popped up, and I was like, "Yo, Luke, can we fix this? Yo, Luke, can we address that?" And they got right on it. They fixed everything anybody has asked them to fix.
Right.
Any bug that's popped up, it's like they didn't go, "Oh well, screw you," or you get that email reply that says, "Oh, we're looking at it."
Yeah. Thank you
That's
for
all you ever
drawing
get.
this to our attention. We will
Yeah.
give it our. No, you won't. You're not.
There
you're
you
not,
go. How
you're
dare's
not,
got it. See, drop the links, people. Drop your links. Always. So right here in the right here in the front row, in the top row, we got two of our own people right here, Doc.
Right.
We got Heroic Tales. We got Silverline team up. And if you watched John's show the other night, you had both of them together in a show.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I want to talk to anybody from Alabama right now because I'm on a show. RJ, if that's you, sorry.
I don't think RJ's in Alabama.
Huh?
RJ's not in Alabama.
Oh, Arkansas. I always get them two mixed up because they're damn near the same thing.
Oh, get out of here with that. And of course, we got our friend over there, young Von Coleman with Phenomenova issue 1.
That closed out last night, I think, but I think it might still be up as far as like.
Yeah, I think it went into storefront. Not sure.
It ended 8 hours ago. Yeah,
But
at
$11,000. Congratulations, my friend. Heroic Tales, John's Long Box, killing it at 4,000. Wonderful, outstanding. Silverline, come on. I mean, these guys are just killing it.
Mm-hmm. And there's no reason not to put your books up over here, guys. The only people looking over here are people that like comics with money. Because they know if they see a comic they like and they buy it, it's pretty much buying it.
Yeah, it's going to deliver. It's going to deliver.
A lot of these are storefronts.
Yeah, Fun My Comic isn't going to play games with creators who don't deliver. Nope. That's a quick, fast, and a hurry way to get yourself not welcome.
Yeah.
That
Group Studios, which Chris, Mike's campaign manager.
Yeah.
Branding himself. I like it.
I can't see that.
It says Braley Image Group Studios.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah, it's Chris branding himself and putting himself out there for real. I like it. It's what you got to do, folks. Dionysus. We've had Dionysus on talk about these books before. The Tome of Reckoning.
Yep.
Then there's this guy.
This one needs a little love, boys and girls. We've stalled out at 42 backers, 60% funded. We gotta get this thing moving again, and I'm taking some measures on that as we speak. But I need love for my noir comic book.
They want the art, Doc. They all want the art. You know that. They want the art.
What's wrong with
my
art?
Where's all the original art, Doc?
It's on there.
There you go.
It's on there.
2 pages right there.
I'll sell more. I'll draw you one from scratch. Just give me money.
I'll try one.
So again, a working phone number you can call to leave Jake Bishop a message for a case you want him to take. That number is, scroll down to the number.
We'll go down to it. Ain't nobody dropping us any reason to go look at anything else. But look at this. Come on. So we up here at the top, we're looking at Damn Dirty Thing, the Pariah story. And this, look, this cover is awesome. I don't know if you have anybody doing any other covers for this, but this one, it doesn't need another cover.
No. However, the novella has at least 10 original illustrations in it that do not appear in the comic book. And one of them is now, I have a commitment from John Dillard for one of those. Going to try to get one from Jim O'Reilly. Going to try to get one from Matt Barr. So I'm going to be reaching out to some of the talent that I know and see if they're willing to do a little something for that.
Dude, you should get Levi to do one too.
Maybe Levi. Yeah. Maybe James.
Levi's like so good in this, like nobody knows who he is.
Well, there's a lot of really good talent that nobody knows who they are.
It's like, that's why I'm like, come on.
Unfortunately, you know, I got to kind of go for the names. I need guys with a big name.
Oh, I know. I mean, I know that. I'm just saying this, like there's some people that are just, some people that are really good that like you said, nobody knows because they're not on anything yet. They're not.
Right. They're not out there.
You know.
They're just not out there.
That's why we do all these shows, people. So y'all can be seen. So y'all can be seen. That's why we're here. I want to thank the 0 people watching on the Madness Comic YouTube channel. We appreciate everyone.
That's funny.
Well, I mean, I see 46 people watching. It just ain't none of them watching over there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I got so many things. It's around this time, between 10 and now, 10 in the morning and now, it's when my messages start blowing up. I don't know what it is about this time of day that everyone starts calling or texting or DMing or PMing or whatever, emming. It's just, it's so all the tabs across the top that are open. And y'all got to understand, I'm Gen X. I don't know how to, I can't multitask like this.
See, now there's people going over there dropping their links in the Facebook group now after the show's over. It do you no good. We can't do it. We're not going back. No. We're on my comic now. Doc.
Yes.
What's up with the strip club, bro?
Don't yell at me.
I said, what's up with the strip club, bro?
He's out talking to the street choir to get them to sing a little information for him. So he goes to talk to the winos and the degenerates and the working girls and the local pubs and bars.
That wino up there sitting on the ground, that guy?
That's you. That's you.
I knew it. I fucking knew it.
No, he's too girthy. He got a little girth on him. Hey, that's my hand.
My hand?
That's my hand right there, holding that cigarette. That's my cigarette. I needed a reference.
Well,
I needed an image.
There's nothing better than your own parts.
For some things.
Well, for me, it's everything. Okay.
Yeah, okay, whatever, but
It's never let me down. Tell everybody about this page right here.
Jake Bishop is a ditch wizard in addition to being a private detective, which means he can use magic. So coming through the front door through a window, the guys inside were ready for him. They weren't ready for him to come through the damn wall. So that's what he does. And the dude with the gun, that's a hard no for Jake. He doesn't want to get shot, so he doesn't just disassemble it. He disintegrates it.
Poof.
And that's my hand also.
Is that your cigarette also?
Oh, always. That's not a cigarette. That's the ejector spring and the barrel.
We have coffee cups.
Always coffee mugs on my campaigns, boys and girls. Always. There's your 2 original pieces that are for sale right now. I need to get Anthony to straighten those out because they don't show very well in perspective like that. So those are 2 of the pages that are for sale. We're also offering a novella, be at least 60, 65 pages, maybe as high as 75. It's a more fleshed out version of the story. And there is a second chance tier for Pariah Blood and Mud, especially, or not especially, but the cover A variant, which we're not offering on the web store. So it's just on this campaign. You can also get the Black Light Tapestry, which I've got hanging behind me right here. Lovely golem just lurking over your shoulder. Looks good even when it's not in black light. And I want to point out, you can get the floppy and the novella for, what is it, $15? I forget what it is. I know it's cheap. That's the PDF. There's the real $15 for both.
See, now, the pages you have up there, one thing I've noticed when it comes to the pages that sell off campaigns, it's always the action pages that sell. You know, like something's happening. Like that squish page from Pariah. Did you sell that?
Yeah, it got sold.
Yeah, it got sold. You see what I'm saying? There's standout pages that people are waiting for. I'm waiting for that one to go up because I want that one. I seen Doc drawing that one day, and that's the page I want. And they'll just be sitting on that, waiting for it. You know.
Listen, if I got it and you want it, I'll sell it. That's just how that works.
That's what you need to put on there. Is like all traditional pages are available or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let them know. You know that it's not just these 2.
If I got it and you want it, I'll sell it. I mean, I don't get freaky for money unless, I mean, I guess if the price is right, but
Well, I mean, like that right there, that piece, I mean, that's, come on. And now,
call 410-449-2466. Let Jake Bishop solve your case for you. Call that number. It's a working number. Leave a message for Jake Bishop, the most creative, the funniest, whatever we like the best. We're going to pick a winner. We're going to play all of them live. So don't dox yourself, but do leave a way for us to know who you are in the message.
Did you like the one I left out?
I'm not going to comment on any of them until we do the live reveal, but then I'll let you know when you see that.
I just want to know if you liked it. I don't care if it's working.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, obviously, yeah.
It was an actual case. That was the deal. It was actual.
So our stretch goals on this thing, boys and girls, at $3,000, Portia Vance print 5x7. It says trading card, but it's a print. At $3,500, we're going to do the tapestry of the cover. So you'll have a lovely movie poster, basically, because that's what the cover is. It's a movie poster to hang on your wall, and it's satin, so it's never going to tear like a regular folder. You can frame it, or they come with grommets. You can just hang it up with push pins. And at $4,000, we unlock
the thing Doc wants the most.
The thing I want the most, the audio book. We're going to, we've already got some of the best voices in the community lined up. People like Laurie Calcaterra, John Dillard, Christian Zaffo, myself. We got Yucky, we got Gabe. So we got some talent doing the voices.
Yeah, I'm in there too somewhere.
Yep. We got Pops doing a voice.
Because, he needed a scratchy old wino voice.
Yeah.
Because, I just sit here and drink all day, every day.
Hey, you're lucky. You're lucky. You're not doing Dolores.
I'm like, but Doc, all I have is a tequila voice.
You're lucky. You're not doing Dottie.
I couldn't do Dottie.
Dolores. Yeah,
I know somebody who could do Dottie though.
We've already got her. We've got her.
No, I mean I know a dude that could do Dottie.
Oh well, I mean you could. All we have to do is speed you up one little octave, and you're there.
No, I ain't going there. It ain't happening.
So yeah, a damn dirty thing, boys and girls. If you're watching, this is my love letter to those old lovely black and white movies detective stories we used to watch on a rainy Sunday afternoon on that. Remember there was NBC, CBS, ABC, and then that one other UHF channel that every community had. That's where these things played, either on a rainy Sunday afternoon or after midnight when the regular station shut down. I love those movies. And this is my love letter to those.
Yeah. What Doc said.
Back when the men were men and the women weren't.
I gotta go with that. All right, so Mythicals, fully funded, storefront. You can just get it now. Great Cyclopean, 26 days to go. Atrium 1 through 3 by Comics Asylum Publishing. Humanity's fate lies in the hands of the two paramedics and their security detail as they race against time to deliver a donor heart. All right.
Okay.
Phenomenon. The comic magazine.
Not to be confused with Phenomenova.
Nope. But also funded.
Yep.
And rolling right along with 12 days to go. Graphic novel. Bridge. Double feature by Luke Stone.
Luke Stone. Hybrids. Immortal Rising.
Storefront. Okay. Always look. If it's storefront, that means they have it in stock. You pretty much get it. It's done.
Right.
You know, Between Demons and Angels #2. Also, just past funded goal. So you're going to get that if you backed it. Life on Korra. Mike Jimmy. Got to work on that one. He's got to get out there and get seen. So
here's our lovely Silence Do Good, which a lot of us have fallen in love with. Great concept, great execution. Definitely a book worth looking at.
Storefront. David Feed just launched Red Eyes #4. You guys know David. He's a good dude.
And then, of course, Randy Zimmerman with The Fool #1 over at Arrow Comics.
Storefront. You know, I screwed up, Doc. I could have got this. I could have got that and the other one.
Right.
The Conan book.
Yep.
Could have got them both. They were right in front of me.
Was Randy at Grand Rapids?
Yeah.
Dumbass.
I'll be back. Never came back. Never went back.
I'd very much like to meet old Randy and those guys in person. That's a good crowd of guys over at Arrow.
Randy's a good dude.
Yeah.
Chris Wozniak. Barren Soil graphic novel. Storefront. You can just get it. See, now this one I don't understand. It's like it got a funding goal of $7,500, but it's a storefront.
It is what it is.
That's what I mean. I don't understand. Are you funding a comic?
Well, we're set up the same way. All storefront means is that if you back it, you're going to get it.
Yeah, well, this guy's a long way from funded. Are you sure?
Right. Well, I mean, if he's only going to print how many backers is that? If he's only going to print that many copies, then that's what he's going to do.
All right.
Unconditional shove. That's funny. I don't care who you are. Soul Tack.
Compass. Those guys are good.
Yeah, they are.
That one's storefront as well.
AR-13L. The little mermaid.
Yep. Nano 13. Pumpkin Prince. Engine 2.
Chrome Dog. My boy Justin. Killing it.
Whimsyland is something you get as soon as you pledge. It is storefront, so you will get it. I have one or two of them myself.
Hatch, annotated by our boy Glenn Fleming, the legendary Glenn Fleming.
The world traveler, Glenn Fleming.
Yeah. That dude did more before he was 30 than most people will do in 2 lifetimes.
Yeah.
If you ever run into Glenn Fleming, get him to tell you about the time that he was detained in Iran. Devil Flyer, Rex Christian's book, fully funded, sitting at $32.25 or $32.85, excuse me.
Mike Miller's Lone Star. And Mark Polton, the moral compass.
Yep, U.S. Assassin.
Almost $7,000 there.
Yep. And I got to go for more coffee. Be right back.
He's always got to go for more coffee.
It's got to be hot or I ain't drinking it.
Blood in the Sword, Richard Embry. Storefront. Relentless Tin Soldier, 1 through 3, and Kid Fury. Storefront. Kelsey Shannon Scribbles. Layout and design works. Right there. Storefront. Tim Tyler's Bolt Action 4 storefront. See, all these storefronts means you can pretty much go buy the book. You're not waiting. This is the difference between Fun Like Comic and Kickstarter, guys. You put your books up here, especially your previous stock. You know, all that stuff that you got that you like had printed up during issues 1 and 2, and now you're on issue 3. And yeah, you have a catch-up tier on your campaign, but you also know that you got those people on Kickstarter that are going to bail on you at the end. Come over here, put your stuff up. People see it, they want it, they buy it. Comic fans come here. Comic fans, not nobody looking for lawn chairs and shit. This is where people go to look for comics, specifically look for comics, and they really like it when they see that storefront thing because they know they're going to get it. See, I'm much more apt to back a book that I know I'm going to get. Oh, look here, we got Joe Catapano, Star Circuit, Chapter 2. Kevin Davis, Arcfire. I got one of those. I still have not read it, Kevin, because the power has not gone out, but I will. Promise you I will. Go check that one out, guys. Because the book I have over here, like I said, I haven't read it yet, but quality, nice looking book. I'm looking forward to getting into it and the Cloud Raider Tales by Topper. Those look awesome too. Okay, what else do we got here? What else do we got? We got Blood World, Phoenix Throne #1 by our boy David Howard and Jeff Bracey. Our boy Jeff is in on that one, you guys. Check that one out.
Which one?
Blood World.
Really? Bracey's on that one?
Yeah, Bracey's
that needs some love, y'all.
It don't start till June 10th. But,
okay. All right. Okay.
We gonna talk about him because he's one of us, So
one of us.
David Tomasi, Rogue, The American Dream, Second Chance. It's funny because I've seen that dude at a couple cons.
Yep. We've seen these. Scroll on down.
Something Extraordinary.
Right on.
I do not know. Exploring a vast superheroic universe in a 100-page anthology.
Let's take a look at
There's
that
some Mike
campaign.
Baron in there.
Let's take a peek at that one.
There's some Mike Baron in there. Look, it's Zach Wilde.
It's every Southern rocker from the 70s and 80s.
All right, Doug Curtis, Kevin Burge. Yeah, there's some people up in here. People I know.
Yeah.
People I've heard of. All right. So Mike Baron's up in this one, guys. Just a heads up. Oh, look at
that. No comment.
Power Nation versus the Clan Droid. Okay.
Hey, I did a book back in the 90s that had a couple of racist supervillains, Battle Flag and Skinhead. I shouldn't be giving those away for free.
Okay, I don't know what's going on over here, but
yeah.
I guess you can get each story individually as well as.
I guess so. Yeah, Extraordinary Tales.
There's Mike, the Dancing Queen.
Mike Baron's is the Dancing Queen.
Yes.
Art by Jeff Palmer. Jeff Palmer is good.
All right.
I mean, this is interesting looking. Do not.
The King by Mike Baron. Okay.
Yeah, I was just going to say, don't sleep on this one. That may be what we're going to call this one, a sleeper. This one needs some eyeballs.
More from Mike Baron and his dog Bob. Okay, that's sold it.
Yeah.
I hope it's not just all in digital, though. I hope there's an actual book.
Hello?
Oh, there it is. Print copy. Okay. Hope that's got everything. Yeah. So we got a text from somebody. Who did we get a text from? Oh, somebody that doesn't matter. Doc, should I go for dental implants, bro?
Look on the right hand side, under the shield pinup, third panel. It's John Travolta.
Yeah.
That's Vinnie Barbarino.
Actually, I think it's the guy. I think it's the other one.
No, that's the Saturday Night Fever John Travolta.
Yeah. Tony Manero was.
Tony. Is it Danny or Tony? Tony. He was Danny in Grease. He's Tony in. Yeah, that's him.
Tony
You're
Manero.
not fooling me. I know that face anywhere.
And that's from the book. I think that's from the one Dancing Queen. So that probably makes sense,
Yeah.
Now, Mike Baron has a character in this. Okay, featuring Mike Baron's Shred Hoozle. I guess that's who that would be. Shred.
No idea.
Shred.
Mike Baron is ubiquitous, is the word of the day, boys and girls. Mike is everywhere. But he's always good. Always good. No such thing as a bad Mike Baron.
So I think this one's getting under the radar because people aren't deep diving into it, seeing that Mike and all these people are part of it.
Yeah, in an anthology like that is really hard to get out in front of people because it can get lost in the trees get lost from the forest.
Well, it's even up here at the top where it says everybody's name except Mike's.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? It's like,
Yep.
Don't undersell Mike, bro. It's like it is. That's why we stopped to look. I'm telling you, that's why we stopped to look because they have Mike in it. So.
Yep.
Do not undersell that. Oh, dear, over here dropping links.
Which we
Do
always
that.
appreciate. We always
Do that.
appreciate it.
Man. I'm done over there. What am I looking at? What else do we got? Yeah, that's good stuff, man. You guys go check that one out for sure.
Yeah, that's a good book to get you a healthy dose of Mike Barron stuff and all the other good looking stuff in there.
Now to find where we were again. Okay. Somewhere around in here we were. You changed it all up on us. We got Tits, the bonsai box set. Transmigrant interdimensional taxicab service.
That's it.
Tits. Got Mr. Burger. If food humor is your thing, there you go. More from Tim Tyler, Grail 1 through 3.
Yep.
Storefront. Tits is a storefront. Mountain Hollow. This one, the art gets me. It's got that freaking.
It's got a 90s look to it.
It's yeah. Look at that. See, that right there was sell. It was sell me if if the story's right. But does the art on the inside look like the cover? That's the question. That's where the covers make me mad. That's where the covers make me mad because they don't portray what's on the inside. They don't always, I should say. I'm a fan of the original, of the interior artist getting the A cover.
Always.
That's what I want to see, like here. I want to see the A cover first. I don't want to see something done by somebody else because that's not what I'm buying. Oh, this site is not being nice to me today.
Artifice Reanimate is the work by Smirk and Manicore. That's it's having to do a comeback because they originally had art by the person who shall not be named, who was a horrible human being. So they had to kind of fall back and regroup, and they are now hard at work bringing this book across the finish line. And
this one kicks off in 10 days.
Yep. So keep your eyes on that one.
Lords of Ballet, the vampire mob in 1950s Hollywood.
Okay.
Now, see, if the story's good, I'm going to be on that.
Right.
You know, because, come on, man. 50s vampires? Hell yeah. 50s Hollywood vampires? Come on.
You know.
What could you do with that? The people that were in Hollywood.
Man.
Yep, there's Poopy. Yep.
That turd.
Ben Soto, Tricks and Treats, Volume 2. Our boy Matt Burke, Butch Cleaver.
Scroll back up to Poop Man for a second. It's got a $1 goal for when it launches.
Mm-hmm. It's a storefront. You can buy it. You can just buy it if you want.
Yep. I don't think it's launched yet, though.
Butch. Look.
Yeah, Butch Cleaver.
Matt.
We all know Matt. Matt's good people.
And his art's amazing too, guys.
Yep.
It is.
I think we've seen all of the front page.
Kitaru Witch Hunter by Bon Kloss.
That's okay. All right.
5,900. Look, John's long box over $4,000 already.
Yep.
Heroic Tales.
Yep.
Occult Descent Volume 1. Storefront. No backers yet. Y'all go check that one out. Psychopathic Mutant Vampire. Okay. Watcher of the Damned by R.H. Snow. Sci-fi Western saga. We keep scrolling along. See, they mix it gets all mixed up after. Yeah. La Vigilante, Katrina Milflores. The Shifter. Brent Turner's Vigilantes Creed. Type 1. Optical Illusion Studios. 2 different stories there. Spirit of the Dragon and Angel of Darkness. Tantalizing adventures. Scrappy and Sauce. The quest begins.
Bob Ewing.
Scrappy teen girl and her big-footed bodyguard. Okay. Stop doing that. There's Doc again.
Yeah, I think we've seen all of the kind of front page stuff.
That's the first time I've ever seen Hevgen Lotko, Count Zorkon, and the Practic Puzzle.
Right.
No, it's the first time I ever said that. Jason Sandberg.
I bet you can't say it again.
Count Zorkon and the Practic Puzzle. First World, Glenn and Monsterland, all friends of ours. Aaron, Immortal Rising, all good people. Good people.
Yep.
Rainy Road, Michael Gonzalez. Guys, look. This right here, this dude has good stuff. There's 5 books over there you can choose from. One of them was my absolute favorite book of the year in 2021, and it's called Neotheric.
Right.
I promise if you like any kind of Ninja Turtles or Jurassic Park or anything like that, you're going to love it. Okay? It's just good stuff. He's got a bunch of good books. I have them all. I know. It's good stuff. The Last Dodo. It's a kid's story. It's a charming children's story about a unique bird who sets out on an adventure to discover his true identity. Critical Blast. Yeah. Indie-Cron. Yeah. Super-powered mashup smash cards or whatever they are. Customizable card game. Super-powered Smash Masters. Fund my gear. Fund my comic gear. Conquest of Happiness. League of Impossibilists.
Okay.
That's new. That one's new. Sunjay, issue 1. Didn't see that last week. What's this, Doc?
That looks like The Art of Anthony Romano, Dark of Midnight. So this is a reissue of his artwork over the years. I forget, and I'm ashamed to say I forgot this was funding. Apologies, Anthony. He's got some Dark Gift merch.
Man, he used to be really good.
Anthony can draw when you put a gun up to him, but that's not going to help him in the indie cockfights when I kick his ass. Oh, you ever had one of those days where there's just not enough coffee in the pot? There's not enough yawning and stretching you can do to overcome the institutionalized hurdle that is Monday. Today is that day.
Dude, yeah.
Today has been a Monday that is just the textbook definition of a Monday.
Well, it's like I get up on Monday, and if I don't have a guest for Monday Madness, I spend the day going, oh, it's going to suck. I'm going to go out there and then they talk about blah, 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 blah. Right? If I have a guest, then I'm usually all fired up on a Monday. You know?
Right.
But that's really what determines my Monday. You know, what do I have planned for the day? If I got a good show planned, then
Yeah,
There
and
you
that's
go.
you know you're a YouTuber, a showrunner, and a promoter. My Monday is I come and I sit down and there's the blinking cursor on my novella that I'm writing that's going get to work, get to work, get to work, get to work. What's up, Gray Wolf?
How you doing, brother?
Oh, speaking of which, I'm gonna have to go here in just a minute. I gotta send out some work I've done for someone else. Hal Deere says he's pouring his second cup right now, brother. This is the third pot.
Yeah. I just go for the big cup. Gotta last me through the show. I can't.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with the like the Yeti cups and whatever, except that I can never get my hands on one. There's a handful of them in this house. All right, but you got to understand, they belong to Tacy, my wife. You don't touch those. Those are hers. And in the morning, that first pot that gets made, she's got one. It's about a quart, pops. So she'll put most of the first pot into that cup and doctor it up because she likes hers sweet and light. And then she hits the door, and I go in there and I get the scraps out of that pot. Then I got to put on the second one for me. That second one is just my wake up pot. And then pot number 3 is my sip and work pot. So, yes, I'm an addict. And I'm powerless over my addiction and kind of happy about it.
Drop a little bit of love on Corissa. Her campaign ended. She's, funded yet again. It's always.
Our good friend Corissa Grant, Worthy Chaos.
And don't forget to tune in tomorrow, guys, for Laurie's show, because there's going to be a special announcement while she slices up a pineapple.
That's right. And this week on Doc's Coffee Shop, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're going to be having Kevin Davis out to talk about his project. And it's going to be a fun time. Haven't talked to him yet. And I did that on purpose. I want to get to know him with you guys as we interview him. So, yeah, hell yeah, Tree Goblin. Look, I like tea too. In the evenings, I switch over to tea.
I like trees, so.
I like trees. Tree Goblin, I actually had, at the end of my driveway at my previous house, there was a huge fall off into the backyard. And so there was a concrete and brick planter at the end of the driveway so you didn't drive off, And there were boxwoods in there. And they got hit hard by a frost one year. So I went in and I pruned those things and wired them and clipped them. And I made bonsai trees out of all of them, cutting out the bad part and keeping the good and shaping them. And they looked amazing. And they stayed that way till I moved. Well, I drove back by that house not long ago, just kind of out of curiosity. They have ruined my yard. They used to be manicured. It looks terrible. They park on the lawn. The boxwoods are all overgrown with weeds, and it just looks terrible. You hate to see that. You put that much work into something to make something beautiful. I had dogwood trees transplanted, semi-mature ones. One pink, one white, and they arched over the driveway. Yeah, they're dead. They're dead now. Yeah. Yeah. Boxwoods are resilient. They won't survive being choked out by weeds, though. And I'm pretty sure that's what happened over there.
All right, people. We're going to call this one. Like I said, I got no guests for Monday Madness, so we might just do an open hangout.
Sure. I'll pop in. We need a guest, though. Listen to what I'm saying to you right now, boys and girls. If you've got a campaign going or about to go and you need to get the eyes on it and talk about it, contact Pops and come on out on the Madness, Monday Madness, and we will spotlight you because we're cool like that.
And we're old and we got nothing better to do.
Shit, I got a lot of things to do. I thought life was supposed to slow down when you retired. That was a lie.
Well, see, that's the whole thing. If I start doing things I'd rather be doing, I won't be back.
I mean, there's nothing I'd rather be doing than what I'm doing. Just, it's a lot of work, but I like the work. And I like to work.
I'd rather be playing golf.
Not me. I'm too old for that shit. I ain't walking out there in that heat, smacking that stupid little ball around.
That's what I like to do. That's what I like to do. just paint little faces on it.
It's walking. Okay. I don't do
No,
that.
it's a cart, dude.
I got to walk to the cart. I'm not doing it.
The only time you really have to walk is to the tee box and to the green. The rest of the time, you can pretty much pull your cart right up to where you're balling.
Yeah, I'm not doing any of that.
It's fun. Look, I remember when my sister talked me into going golfing for the first time, and I was just like you, except I was a young man that could still play soccer and softball and shit, and it was like, there's no way I'm going out there and doing that old man thing, right? Because I could still move. I was like, I don't need to cart and to walk, and it's like I can still run. I can still play things, right? She's like, oh, come on. All we do is just drive around the cart, get drunk, and hit golf balls. And it's like, okay, well, at the time I didn't drink at all. And I was like, okay, strike two. I'm not driving around with you guys watching you get drunk. No. I said, now, if you don't mind me bringing along my thing, because my sister was all anti, if you don't mind me bringing along my thing, I'll smoke up. I'll drive around the golf course with you for a day, right? Now, I have to go back. She was in from the Philippines. She was stationed in the Philippines. She was in town for like 2 days, and she wanted to go golfing with everybody. So I was like, okay, as long as I can smoke up, I'll go with you. Well, I went out there with 3 people in my group, her and my brother-in-law and his brother, and all of them have fitted clubs, and they've all played golf. They've had lessons. They're all golfers, right? I ain't never swung at a golf ball with intent in my life other than putt-putt. That's all I'd ever done. I had never swung a golf club. Well, I went out there and beat 2 of those 3 golfers that day. And I had never played the game. I had no freaking idea what I was doing. None of them had the same name on them. They were all. It was just a mixed match set of clubs and shit. They didn't even, you know what I mean. But my dad,
Pops, used to hustle golf. He was that good. He could have gone pro. He was he was a coach and athletic all his life. He grew up golfing, So as we would move around. As we would move around from city to city, because he would always take the next best contract as a teacher and a coach, he would get in with the local guys and he'd hustle golf and go make money. But me, the only outdoor sport I do now is grilling.
Now, I did get lucky. I did
grilling.
Hustle some golf because my long-haired ass, none of them people thought I could play the game. And me and my buddy Mark played on a weekend, money league. Once I started playing regular and got, I was about 11 handicap, I think, at my best. But I never.
What does that mean? What does a handicap mean? I don't even know what that
scratch
means.
Is like you're out there playing at pro level. Scratch. If you can shoot par on a regulation champion golf course, you're the fucking golfer. Okay. If you're 11 over in that area, 11, 12, 13 over, that's the area I shot in.
What does that mean, though?
Over par.
Okay? So you typically shoot over par, and you shoot 12 over par. That means your handicap is 12.
Somewhere around there. I mean, it's formulated by the difficulty of the course.
So that means then, like if you at a 11 handicap are playing a guy who's no handicap, you get spotted 11.
I get spotted a stroke on the 11 hardest holes.
Okay. All right. There you go.
Because every hole on the course every hole is rated on the course 1 through 18 from difficulty. All that stuff, the length of the course, all that stuff's figured into your handicap. Okay. It's not just like, I shoot 12 over all the time. I'm 12 over.
Okay.
It depends on where you're shooting. If you're shooting a super easy fucking course all the time and you're scratched, and then you go out on a real course, you're not going to be scratched.
the next time, and I'm planning on doing it again soon. The next time I have Buford Ogletree on the show from Hot Rod Vault to the Psycho DeVilles, you guys can talk golf. He golfs. He goes out and puts on the traditional, the short pant, what do they call them? The pantaloons with the long hose. Yeah, knickers and a vest and the little hat, He likes the traditional stuff.
I used to have baseball pants that, just went past your knees where your pad was on your knee. They just went past that, and then your socks come up to the pants, right?
Yeah,
I used to wear those golfing.
But anyway, next time I have him on, you guys will have to talk golf.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
All right, I'm going to have to go, brother.
Yeah,
I got to bounce. All right, boys and girls, thanks for watching Through the Madness. Tune in this afternoon at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for
the Monday Madness.
Monday Madness.
Right here.
And also, see you Wednesday, 1 p.m., Doc's Coffee Shop, Eastern Standard Time.
I mean, there's shows every day. You guys know what's up. It's the Madness Comic Network. Y'all have a peaced out day. I'm going to show you some stuff.
Glamorized and embraced by Hollywood, feared in the underworld, Benjamin Bugsy Siegel was one of the most powerful men in America. He was also one of the most hated. The man who gave birth to Las Vegas was gunned down in the luxurious home of his glamorous lover. Almost 80 years later, his murder remains unsolved. Who killed Bugsy?
Flip City Magazine is just really pulling out all the stops, man. Your guys' production value of this magazine has gone insane. I mean, look at that. I mean, I remember when you guys, it was black and white. Even when it was black and white, I thought your quality was great. But damn, they just really stepping it up a notch. Look at this. James Corbett, boys. James Corbett.
Genuinely cutting. But also funny, and obviously just chaotic and very fun.
I love Flip City. It has brought new types of badassery and integrity to the print medium.
How do you end this thing? How do you put the where's the brakes on this bus? I forgot.
Jazz
how to do it.
hands. Jazz hands.
All right.